What up, my crazy comrades? This is Crazy Cube Dude here, and I just want to give you a little bit of an update as to what's going on the channel, you can expect. Big stuff coming up. So, wrap up. Spider-Man 2 has finally been completed. I know I staggered that out for a while, but then when I started uploading it, I was pretty consistent with it, and I'm hoping to keep that trend up here. That's kind of what this is for, just to let you know what's going on. We got if you haven't noticed, we have Resident Evil 2 Remake on the channel that I've been uploading, and I recorded that back in about April of last year, 2023, so that's going to be on the old rig. I was still trying to do 1080-60 at the time, and the bitrate was left a little bit something to be desired, but to be honest with you, I still felt that there was something I still felt that there was some merit to the playthrough. I'm still kind of enjoying editing it, and I think it's a rather decent watch, even if the quality is slightly not as good as it could be at this point. But that leads me to say that once this playthrough is done, I am not opposed whatsoever to doing another playthrough and doing the reverse Claire A. Leon B, which, if you don't know, I'm doing Leon A. Claire B for this one, even though I understand and I accept, I am right there with you, Resident Evil fans, on Claire A. Leon B being the canon scenario. If you want to know why, just go watch the video. Um, Go watch the playthrough anyway. But I'm doing a Leon A, Claire B, and so for the if I decide to go back into it, when I decide to go back into it, I'll do a Claire A, Leon B proper playthrough, and it'll be in much better quality. Same goes for Resident Evil 3. When I get to that, that'll actually be Resident Evil 2 was still back when obviously I didn't have the PS4 or the PS5, I'm sorry. And that was recorded off of the PS4, but the next Resident Evil 2 playthrough and obviously I wasn't even using that computer yet. Resident Evil 2 remake, the next playthrough will be on that one, as well as, obviously every future playthrough, duh. So uh forgive me, but we also have, so I'm just uploading that to get it uploaded, as well as upload it alongside, well, my current project that you're seeing in the background here, which I'm alluding to. But I also have three other playthroughs of Backlog, one of Sonic Colors Ultimate that I did at launch. Yeah, you heard me. Before Sonic Frontiers, which I never even covered. That's a long story. That's a story for another time. Oh, basically, I just felt like I didn't have very much to say commentary wise, except for reacting to specific events on each island of the game. So I just stopped recording after the first island, and I never even edited or did anything. But maybe that game merits a full playthrough at some point in time. Sonic and everything. Hello, shirt, duh. So, and that actually leads into something I can talk about later, which is my kind of my plans for the rest of the future year because of the year that it is. Movie's coming out at the end of this year. So that being said, I have Sonic Colors Ultimate that I can upload. I also have a playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy that myself and Navy Blue Gamer recorded as a co-op playthrough, and obviously called commentary. But we recorded that because that was available to us on the Switch, and that recording itself of the game over multiple sessions took about a year to do in itself, and I've that was a year before now when I'm about to start editing and uploading it. So we started this like a couple years ago. I don't know exactly what the quality of that's going to look like, or Sonic Colors Ultimate, but they are at least at 1080-60, I believe. The only thing that's not going to be is another playthrough of that's my three backlogs that I recorded previously. I also have Dead Space Remake. If you guys remember, I did the unboxing of that, and I did start recording that, but fun fact, the first 10 parts are going to be with 720/60 with the old rig, and then I believe after parts 10 and on are going to be with the new one, and from parts like 4 and on or something like that, it actually became a co-commentary playthrough with my buddy Angel, I think is his name. Yeah. Um, so there's that. Actually, it's a different Angel from the one from my old videos years and years ago. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. So, um, so I lost my train of thought here for a second. Um, so those are my 4 playthroughs that I have that I can upload. That I have a ton of footage for, and this coming Thursday, I have plans to finish because we're almost done with the Dead Space remake. I wanted to wait for him and keep the consistency of the commentary playthrough, because he's never seen the game before, and I actually bought it for him on because he got a PS5 for Christmas, and so it was on sale, and so I bought the game for him so he could play it himself because he really wanted to. Um, so we've got all that backlog covered, right? Super Mario Galaxy, Sonic Colors Ultimate, Resident Evil 2 remake, which is what I'm uploading right now, and the Dead Space remake, right? We've got those 4 games on backlog, but what I'm recording right now is what you see in the background, and that's to prep, obviously, for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming February 19th, which I have big plans for. I've already got the deluxe edition pre-ordered from GameStop. I'm actually planning on pre-ordering the standard edition as well, and if I don't return that, I'm possibly going to be giving that away to a friend. But Best Buy has the better steelbook that you get when you purchase the game, no matter what, like pre-order the game. So, but they actually weren't allowing for deluxe edition pickups, and I'm like, well, screw you. If GameStop allows for it, then I'll do that. And Best Buy said that they wouldn't have a midnight release anyway. GameStop isn't going to know until about a week out, so I'm just going to wait till then to find out. But they did say that even day of, I will be able to pick it up, the deluxe edition, if I pre-ordered it. So I pre-ordered it. It's done. That game will be in my hands. We're going to be fucking playing it day one. Videos coming as soon as I possibly can. I took the day off work to make sure I was able to do that. So I got the weekend. It's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's go time. But to prep for that, we do not have any Final Fantasy VII content on the channel whatsoever. And if you can tell by the background, I am going to fix that. I have yet to play, not as of the recording of this video, I've already recorded 2 sessions, but I have yet to play completely myself this game, the original, in its entirety, whatsoever. The farthest I got to it when I started my playthrough a while ago was to Aerith's house, and I didn't even make it to Sector 6 to Wall Market yet. Yeah, I did not make it very far. So oh geez, for the playthrough, I restarted, and as of now, I have actually gotten past Wall Market, just past Wall Market, and I just beat Abzu. So that's where I am in the original project, and I don't know how exactly I'm going to handle it recording-wise. Uploading-wise, I'm going to keep it consistent because, slight spoilers, the reason I'm covering this game at all isn't only just for the appreciation factor and the context, but it's because Remake is not just a remake, but the Remake trilogy is a direct sequel to this game. It's not just a remake, it's a sequel. So I want, and again, slight spoilers for Remake Part 1. They did so much stuff and expanded so much, if you know, you already know, but they expanded so much stuff, gave you extra missions to go on that you never even did in the original. I'm already seeing it with where I'm at in the game. Holy crap. You spend a solid, like, 2 hours if you're doing everything in Wall Market the first time, and here I probably spent maybe 40 minutes, and some of that was just because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was looking it up as I was going. I'm having a guide on standby as I'm recording just to make it a little bit easier on myself, because I'm a little bit of an idiot sometimes, and with sometimes the games the green lights in Doom are pretty helpful sometimes. So I'll just say that. Um, but in remake, one of the enemies, just one of the standard enemies you run into in the one screen on the way to Wall Market, that threw me off, was a house that transforms, and they called the Hell House, and they made that into a full on badass epic boss in the remake, and I want to have the same reaction that all the other people did when they played that for the first time, who have played the original game, and they were like, the Hell House is a boss, are you shitting me? I want to have that same reaction to to everything that happens in Rebirth, and from what I'm to understand, there's gonna be a lot of crap that happens in Rebirth. I from the playthroughs that I've seen of the game, clips and whatnot, I do know the story, and I know like the set pieces and everything. I was honestly really excited for the Golden Saucer. Like, that's one of the things I'm most excited for in the Rebirth. And again, I haven't even played that up to that point in the original game yet. But I want the context for absolutely everything, and I want the appreciation for how the remakes do things. I really do. It would be a different thing if it was just like like the CGI cutscenes that are in the game. It would be different if it was just a remade version of the original game, but just like that, just with the CG, HD cutscenes and all that glory. I would probably just play the remakes at that point, and the original would just be there as a graphical timepiece. You know what I mean? Um, but with how much of an overhaul it is, how much of a reimagining it is, how much they're flipping things on their head and redoing things, story wise, especially gameplay wise, giving each character their own individual style and making you between all of them in this action style that not really too many games have ever done before, to my knowledge. It's incredible, and I want as much appreciation and context for it as I possibly can, and I want to share that with you, as it's my first time playthrough, of course. I want you guys to have the context, I want it on my channel, and I want you guys to join the experience and have fun on the ride with me. So, original is, I believe, because it's a sequel, I want to upload that in its entirety first before I start uploading remake. And by the way, we have a ticking time clock on this because we have only 50, what is it now? 50? I can't keep track. Days run together for me. I work night shift. Which is why the evening midnight release isn't going to be a problem for me to cover footage of and get about 6 to 7 hours of gameplay recorded like that. Because, guess what? That's my normal shift at work. So, I'm, um, I'm gonna get coverage of that as soon as possible, and but just but we have 50 some days to do this, to get original done, to get remake done in time for Rebirth. And I was mentioning all those backlogs of playthroughs because of the fact that if you can't tell, that's a lot of RPG content on the channel. Original. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm doing remake DLC because that's Yuffie and that's important. And oh my god, her gameplay is so much fun too. It's alright. I can't wait to share this game with you. This game is so much fun. Remake is just so much fun. Literally, I'm normally a skipper of cutscenes. That is a game where I came for the gameplay, super quick. The switching of characters, the ATB gauges, the moves, all that stuff. If you know, you know. I that's what I came for. I started watching the cutscenes and the characters enthralled me so much. I was so engaged, and I watched the game cutscenes all the way through, which is something I rarely ever do. I came for the came for the combat, saw the story, stayed for both, and it's one of my top, probably I would say definitely top 10, maybe top 20. I don't know. I haven't exactly thought about that list, but just to give it some breathing room, top 10 to top 20 games of all time, for sure, easily. It is just too rich, and the sequel, the Rebirth, is looking to expand upon that so much more, and I cannot wait to get my hands on that. It is just gonna be way too much fun. That combat, it's stupid how addicting and how good it feels to pull stuff off. It's games like that and Doom Eternal that are so fine tuned when it comes to, yes, it's hard, but it's not. We're gonna kick you in the balls without remorse and just have that be that. We've got something to teach you, and once you learn it, it's going to feel so good when you master it, and just have, you want it, even though you've already played it, you just want to keep coming back and have fun whooping ass with how good the combat is designed. So in short, that's why I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to share that game with you. But again, context first. So here we are. But again, just so that the content, the channel isn't oversaturated with RPG, whether, even though that's a turn-based RPG, and 7 Remake is more of an obviously action RPG uh, style. It's everything is still an RPG. They're still very long games, and just so that the channel isn't oversaturated, I have those other games that I have already recorded just on Backlog that I just have to edit through, and I can upload those alongside all these playthroughs. So basically, yeah, from now until whenever the end of Rebirth, whenever the end of Rebirth happens, those are going to be that's what everything that's happening on the channel. I don't exactly know the order that my backlog's going to get uploaded. I want to say this is my rough idea, just for balancing purposes, and the fact that I am also waiting on Dead Space Remake to be finished recording. Resident Evil 2 is obviously up first. I'm thinking Sonic Colors Ultimate, just because it's like, it's only like 7 parts long. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And Galaxy, I might save that for after Dead Space, because again, I have plans to record Dead Space Remake in less than a week to finish that game, so I might put that first, and then Galaxy is gonna come afterwards. But just keep in mind that some of these, all of these were recorded out of date, but I'm labeling them almost pretty much in order that they were recorded. That's why you've noticed that Spider-Man 2 in the playlist selection is number 14, and Resident Evil 2 Remake is number 13. It's just because of the order I recorded them and how I have them saved. So Sonic Colors Ultimate, I think I'm labeling that as 9.5, and I think I'll make Galaxy, just to keep it sequential. I'll make the Galaxy and Dead Space Remake the ones after that, and so this one might be number 17. I actually don't know which number this is. I don't know what number I'm up to. 15, I think. This one might be number 15. But anyway, so that's the content for basically the first quarter of the year. Backlog, catching up, and basically nothing but Final Fantasy VII original and remake content. To splice in, whenever there's a Mortal Kombat character cameo or otherwise released throughout the months, because I believe there's one rotating every month, such as in a couple days here we're getting Chameleon, and then then in February is when we're getting Peacemaker. We just got Quan Chi in December. We're getting we got Tremor shortly after that, but or no, Tremor was with Omni Man. Oh wait, Omni Man was in November, and then I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, Omni Man, Tremor, Quan Chi, Chameleon, and then Peacemaker. They haven't revealed the next cameo, but I believe after that, it's gonna be Ermac, and then Homelander, and then Takeda as far as all the DLC goes. So whenever Mortal Kombat 1 stuff comes out, I'll cover that. But otherwise, I don't exactly know what plans are playthrough wise after Rebirth. Whatever I have available to me, whether it's something I feel like playing on my shelf or on PC, who knows? Whatever games come out, what something might have my attention. No idea. It could be a playthrough I've already done that I'm just in the mood to cover again in much better quality. But that's pretty much it for this update video. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. If I think of anything, I will probably post another video. But thank you all for watching, and yeah. Oh, one more thing. This is like a new style. I'm trying to record like live footage and whatnot, just to talk to you guys and give you guys updates. Audio, as far as my voice is concerned, I'm not exactly sure what to do with about it because I'm just recording this off my phone. I don't actually have a decent camera, and sad to say, the camera on that thing isn't the highest of quality. So, not that I really need it to be, but, no, other than for this, but, it'll work for things that I need it to, but, I'd rather have a better, if it's just me talking to you, and there's not something, like a reacting to something on screen, I'd rather have this just be the, uh, uh, if this is just the main focus, I'd rather it be in decent quality. Sorry. Um, maybe, hopefully, I'll get better at telling you guys what I'm trying to say. Who knows? I've been at this for how many years now? I haven't gotten any better, but consistency is the practice that greases the wheels. Is that how the line goes? I don't know. It sounds good to me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. It's been Crazy Cube Dude. Keep gaming on, my gaming comrades, and I will see you for Final Fantasy VII. Peace out, everybody.